tell me why you decided to show up to today's rally?
I'm actually just here to show support with my Boogaloo boys here in Ohio and the local BLM scene. I honestly can't wait to meet everybody. It's going to be great. I'm flying my patch. We've been trying to make it real clear that we don't really support any of the politicians on the front lines right now, like Trump or Biden. They're bad news in general, in my opinion. Anybody that seeks power is kind of off to me, you know. But we are mostly apolitical. We're a lot of centrists. Some of us are a little conservative. Some of us are a little leftist, and that's okay. You know, most people don't fit quite perfectly with the Republican and Democratic streams. You know, I honestly believe people are becoming too polarized, and that's why like Libertarian Party and Green Party, they're getting bigger. You know, and that's awesome news in my opinion. The duopoly is never a good thing. You know, I honestly believe that both parties further and expand the failures of the other party. They're both in bed with each other. They've failed to represent us for a good 2 decades.
What are some of your goals? What do you want to come out of this?
Goals? Definitely. Well, the whole reason we got out here today is to try to show solidarity and unity with everybody here. You know, everybody has a legitimate grievance with their government at the moment. You know, especially the African American community. The cards have been stacked against them since day one here. And people act like it's not even a problem, and it is a problem. I can personally say that I've experienced preferential treatment from law enforcement, and that's wrong. You know, I guess I can't complain because I didn't get a ticket, but it's still wrong. We should be judged by the same standard as everyone else.
And I know a lot of the media coverage around the event has been about violence and things. What have you thought about that? When you've heard those kind of things, what did that make you feel?
I'm not real big on it, honestly. I do believe that violence has its place, but it's not here, and it's not now. You know, we might never get to that point. We might actually be able to get our grievances addressed and change something for the better, some meaningful change. And that is plan A. You know, but eventually, if things keep going the way they are, that pot's going to boil over. You know, I personally have spent my life avoiding the fight. And like today, I don't want to get in a fight with nobody. Somebody yells at me and calls me names, I'm just going to wave. You know, I'm not here for that. I'm here to show unity, show solidarity. That's all we really came here for. You know? And it is also there that implied statement, which is just our presence. We will not comply with unconstitutional laws. Maybe it's a police state here, but where I'm from, we pretend the state doesn't even exist. I go 100 miles an hour, 100 miles a day on my way to work. They don't care. The speed limit's 65. They don't have enough cops. And that's how it's going to keep getting. Honestly, the cops are getting disillusioned too. They're starting to realize that no matter what they do, no matter who they side with, they're going to be played as the bad guy. You know, and I mean, granted, there are a lot of shitheads in law enforcement, but I've been a first responder for 6 years, and most of the officers that I know are decent people. They're not going to go out of their way to mess with somebody. They pretty much just want to go to do their shift, have a nice chill shift, and come home. And I've even seen officers in my state refuse to cite someone for something because of their situation or whatever. They can have empathy. But then again, we've had some issues that there's a lot of them out there that seem to just get into the job because, I don't know, for their own personal reasons, they feel like they got something to prove or something. And I don't think that's the right way to go about it. Honestly, our beef isn't with the cops. It's with the politicians, with the people that fail to represent us. If they actually represented us properly, the cops wouldn't be pulling people over for going 3 over. They wouldn't be getting you on the side of the road because of a blinker and then fishing for other violations. That is harassment, no matter which way you slice it. If they pull you over just to try to look for other things that might be wrong, that is wrong. That is not right. know, and like I said, I've experienced preferential treatment from law enforcement, but I've seen the other side too. I've heard the stories. I saw what happened to George Floyd. That turned my blood. That turned everything. That was messed up. I'm sorry. That was wrong.
Showing the flag,
That was wrong. I don't know how else to put it. I can't believe they didn't file charges. In what world is it okay to kneel on somebody's neck for that long? Even the cops in my town, their stomachs were turning when they saw that. Most of them, at least. I'm sorry I got so fired up there.
Oh no, absolutely.
Absolutely, things need to change. And we're not going to stop until they change. We're going to be out here all the time. But I'm worried, you know. With a blue presidency, Republicans are becoming more and more radicalized. They're becoming more and more fired up. Like you saw them at the Capitol, right? That was nuts, you know? I don't approve of why they were there. But I mean, it's putting the fear back in our government is never a bad thing. They should fear the people. I mean, like, I don't know if you paid attention to what happened in Ukraine or Belarus, but it sounds like the whole Western world is about to have another renaissance. At this point, I'm wondering which government will fall first. I think it's going to be Belarus. They pretty much become a military dictatorship. What's going on over there?